We get our first peek at gameplay for Magic Legends sooner than we thought. Ashes of Creation is finally ready for alpha. Major announcements are incoming for League of Legends, and oh man, some real epic tech got revealed at CES this year.
This is the future.
What's good, everyone? James Blonde here with your weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of January 10th, 2020. Back again from the holiday break in a new year, a new decade, actually. Seems like a lot of the game studios are still on break or just being particularly quiet because the news is still a little on the light side this week. But either way, let's kick it off with the hottest news this week. Magic Legends, the brand new Magic the Gathering MMO, is back in the news this week with a big exclusive reveal over at Game Informer. One of the big things out this week is the first look at gameplay, proving that the game will actually be an action RPG in the style of Diablo and Path of Exile. But it's also going to have card-based gameplay, with players having a deck of 12 cards that cycle, including 4 active cards, plus additional abilities, buffs, spells, and summons. I mean, it wouldn't really be Magic the Gathering without some cards, but this is a really cool approach regardless. We've also been hinted that Shiv and the Caligo Morass will be some of the lands available to explore. This game seems to get a little more exciting each week. Speaking of new MMOs, there's been a lot of speculation about Ashes of Creation since its developer decided to launch a side project, also known as Ashes of Creation Apocalypse. With the new year, brought some new developments for the MMORPG side of things. Intrepid Studios has announced that Ashes of Creation will be entering its Alpha 1 phase this year. This alpha won't be under NDA, so it'll be the first time the backers and public get to see the MMORPG itself. Of course, Apocalypse will also have an update that introduces public testing of the Castle Siege mechanic, which will also be part of the MMO. And not to be outdone, Yuzu's back with another League of Angels? It's been 7 years since the original League of Angels launched, and now Yuzu is ready for yet another game in the series, League of Angels Heaven's Fury. This time the game is going to be an ARPG and features a brand new storyline while sticking with the same theme of recruiting angels. The game will feature new PvE and PvP modes, 3 classes, which are the Mage, Archer, and Dragoon, and all of the usual MMO trappings. It definitely has improved graphics and looks from the previous game, so if you're a fan of the series, check out the link below to find out how to pre-register. From one league to another, League of Legends has rolled out its first teaser for Season 2020, preparing everyone for a bunch of announcements for what's to come for the next decade of League. One of the biggest things from this announcement is the upcoming launch of the Clash mode, its team mode tournament. Maybe they really mean it this time. Who knows? There's also new champions, champion reworks, including an amazing-looking Volibear visual upgrade, and, of course, balance changes. There's also some upcoming announcements about teamfight tactics, Legends of Runeterra, and even a League tabletop game? Okay, that's crazy. Stay tuned to MMOHuts for all the updates on all of these announcements. Over in Paladins, the newest champion Tiberius, the Weapons Master, is finally out of testing and on the live servers in a new Tigron's Tail update. Tiberius uses chakrams, which can bounce off the floors and objects, and a heavy blade, which he can throw and yank back to his side for some serious damage. Tiberius is a mobile damage dealer and can even give himself a temporary damage shield. Paladins has also introduced a new community battle pass with a revamp to reward players better for just playing the game. All the changes can be found in the patch notes linked below. In the spirit of the Roaring 20s, Apex Legends is kicking off a special event next week, the Grand Soirée. Running from January 14th through January 28th, the event will host a mode arcade with a new mode every 2 days, for a total of 7 special themed modes to partake in. You can complete challenges throughout the event to rack up points that unlock over a dozen special prizes. The event's been tuned to try to make it easy enough to get all the rewards without having to grind it out every day, so make sure you hop in and earn some of this cool gear before it's gone. And if you prefer your cool stuff with a foil pack, Hearthstone's gearing up for yet another solo adventure launch with a brand new trailer for Galakrond's Awakening. This new adventure is launching its first chapter on January 21st and includes 2 4-chapter campaigns, 35 new collectible cards, and 2 new card backs. Like most Hearthstone content, though, it requires a purchase to play, so keep that in mind if you're not a major Hearthstone player. CES 2020 has been going on this week, and there are a few cool new gadgets on the PC side of things that stood out to me. First up, is that a Nintendo Switch? No, it's actually a portable gaming PC from Alienware known as the UFO. Go figure. As of right now, it's still in the concept phase, with not a whole lot of info available on the GPU side of things, though it is a powerful little machine sporting 10th gen Intel Core processors. I'd say this is a really cool idea in that it takes the portability and versatility of a Switch and sort of merges it with a gaming PC, all within the size of something you hold in your hand. Seems like it could be a really fun way to MMO on the go without any compromises. But if it's more of the desktop style setup you're interested in, check out Razer's new Project Tomahawk modular computer. This is an interesting little unit. It's built with the Intel NUC 9 Extreme Compute element, which is essentially a motherboard, CPU, and RAM module all packed into a little box and made up of an entire computer, which also happens to be a 9th gen Core i9, so, no joking around on this little guy. It also has room for the big boy GPUs, like the RTX 2080 Ti that's in this one, all with a mere 10-liter chassis. Talk about a minimalist look, again, without compromise. Seems to be the theme of what I like so far at CES this year. Looking forward to learning more about these two pieces of tech as they come to life, hopefully sooner rather than later. And finally, it's time for our Deals of the Week. Epic Games Store is offering Sundered Eldritch Edition for free this week. And over on Twitch Prime, there's 10 games available free this month. A Normal Lost Phone, which looks kind of interesting. Anacute, Splasher, Kingdom New Lands, Dandra, Enter the Gungeon, that's always a good one. Ape Out, Witch Eye, Heave Ho, and Gato Roboto. Plenty of stuff to pick up and have some fun with. But with that said, that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. For more information on the news topics, check the links in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or even more news in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon to get notifications, and of course, share this video. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it from me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.